My name is Eva. I'm 35, and I've been working as a hairstylist for almost half my life. My salon is small, 2 chairs, soft music, the faint scent of coconut shampoo and coffee. It's not glamorous, but it's mine. I like the rhythm of it. Scissors, laughter, stories from strangers who trust you with more than just their hair. That Thursday started quiet. Outside, rain painted the city silver. Inside, everything hummed softly. The dryer, the radio, my thoughts. And then she walked in. She shook the water from her coat, smiling politely. "Hi," she said, her voice calm but warm. "Do you take walk-ins?" "Always," I replied. "You're lucky. It's just me and the rain today." Her name was Lena, early 30s, painter, just moved into the neighborhood. She wanted something new, but still me. I smiled. Let's find that version of you. As I worked, our eyes met in the mirror. At first, it was small talk. The weather, bad coffee, city traffic. But then she laughed, and suddenly it didn't feel like small talk anymore. She told me she painted landscapes, but only the ones that feel alive. I said I understood, because sometimes I feel like hair has moods too. She looked at me in the mirror, amused. "You talk about hair like it's a person." I smiled. Maybe that's why I'm good at it. When I ran my fingers through her hair to section it, she closed her eyes briefly and whispered, "You have gentle hands." It was such a simple thing, but the way she said it made my pulse skip. I pretended to focus on my scissors, but my heart was beating faster than the music. We talked until I finished. When I turned her chair toward the mirror, she touched her new haircut lightly, her reflection glowing under the salon lights. "It's perfect," she said. "You made me look like me again." I smiled, trying to hide how that line landed deep inside me. She paid, thanked me, and left with the sound of the door chime still echoing long after she was gone. But for the rest of the day, I couldn't stop replaying her smile, the way it felt like sunlight through rain. She came back the next week, then again. Sometimes she booked an appointment. Sometimes she just stopped by for a quick trim or to bring coffee. And somehow, we always found reasons to talk a little longer than we should. I started keeping the lights on after closing, just in case she dropped by. We'd sit by the big mirror, the salon quiet except for the city outside. Cars, wind, faint laughter from a nearby cafe. She told me about her art, how she loved painting women in ordinary moments. I told her about my clients, how people reveal more of themselves when they're sitting still. One night, she stayed late, sketchbook in hand. While I swept hair from the floor, I looked over her shoulder and froze. She was sketching me. Focused, lips slightly parted, her pencil moving softly across the page. "I like how you look when you forget anyone's watching," she said. I didn't know what to say. I just stood there, heart thudding loud enough for both of us to hear. She looked up, her eyes meeting mine. Something unspoken passed between us. Warm, fragile, inevitable. I reached out, touched her hand lightly. She didn't pull away. Instead, she smiled, that same calm, knowing smile she had the first day. Then she stood, closed the sketchbook, and stepped closer. The air between us felt electric, quiet, full of waiting. She smelled of paint and jasmine, her voice barely above a whisper. "I think you've been making me beautiful in more ways than one," she said. And then she kissed me. Slow, certain, soft enough to stop time. We didn't speak after. We didn't need to. Now, she still comes by. Sometimes she paints at the window while I work. Sometimes she just sits quietly, sketching, smiling when our eyes meet in the mirror. And every time she does, I'm reminded that love doesn't always crash into your life. Sometimes it walks in quietly, with rain on its coat and warmth in its eyes, and changes everything under the salon lights.